it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors, and I'm going to be starting a couple of new journals, and I am going to do little golden books this time. These are different, you know, the cover is different on this kind of little golden book, and I've not done one before, but I'm assuming it's going to be the same idea. And then this, I'm not sure. So I don't know if I'm going to do two the same or if I'll choose one of these and this one. This is like losing its color in some places, but then this one has kind of scratches on it. I don't know if you guys can see it, like in this area. It's not scratches in that it destroys the picture, but you can see the like indentation, I guess is what it would be. Anyway, I don't know, but they're kind of springy, you know, I think, and it might be nice to use the digital that I have from BontikVintageDesigns. It's another spring digital. I hope you guys aren't tired of spring yet. I guess I'm not ready to move on. Anyway, I'm going to be using one or both, I'm not sure, of these. And then this is the kit. So I probably wouldn't be using all of the pages. Like for instance, this, I want to go there, but I don't know that the fuzzy little duckling wants to go there. Maybe. So, but his kits are so big that there are plenty of pages to choose from. To be able to fit into these journals, I believe. So I am going to go through them really quick. You guys, it's huge. In some cases, I altered them a little bit in order to fit how I think they would fit well in these golden book journals. But you know, the pictures are all still the same. I didn't, you know, take and crop something. They are as they come. It's just sometimes I made them bigger or smaller. So for instance, like these I think would be really cute. Adorable, adorable little birds and things like that. These would all be great. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. So in this case, I don't want to fold it right in the middle. So I would probably take it and offset it and, you know, use it like this on a page in some way. But I would just have to figure that out. Oh my goodness, so cute. So probably not, but definitely this and this. And she would be really cute in one of these journals because a little girl would like to hang out with these bunnies and ducklings and all the little, I think, is it multiple animals? Yeah, multiple animals. So really pretty. The mushrooms will definitely go in my opinion. They probably won't go shopping. I want to go shopping there, but they probably don't need to. I'm not sure about the gnomes in them, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see what I figure out. But then all the pages that are left over, I can use in a completely different journal, not a golden book type of a journal. So tons of options. Cute. Okay, and so then these ones are, these are all done on copy paper. These are cardstock. Now these ones were actually one page. So it would fit on one 8x10 or 8.5 by 11, I'm sorry, 8.5 by 11 page. I took it and I made a copy of it and then I cropped it down in order to, you know, expand it onto one sheet. So to me, I will use these in these journals more than I would have the smaller size, but that's just me. I'm just saying they don't come in this size, but you can always make something bigger or smaller to fit what you're working on. So that's nice. So that's what I did there. And then 5x7s. And that's how those ones come, if I remember right. I don't think they're they're stuck together. So these, again, they're all done on cardstock. Aren't these adorable? So cute. And then these ones are the, I can't remember for sure what he calls them, half pages maybe. So for instance, on this one, I would probably end up doing something else with this and not using this just because it's in an animal book, but I can use it somewhere else at some point. Same with this one. My fingers aren't working very well to separate these. I started printing these a long time ago before I started the other two journals, and then I ran out of ink. And then my mom got hurt, and so I've been away from it. I found them. I'm like, oh yeah, I have to finish printing those because I had the ink. So I just went down and finished printing them this morning. I have no idea when I'll be able to start working on these, but I thought what I'll do is I'll make the videos as I can, and then I'll put them up maybe all at one time. So you may not know that a whole month is going to go by, or two, before I actually get to finish these. I'll just put them up all together in a group, you know, like one day after the next or something. And then these, they don't come this size. I can't remember what size they come, but I shrunk them to fit 3 to a page, thinking that that's how it would work best for me. And again, I downloaded them so long ago, that's one of the reasons why I can't remember for sure. I should have added something right here. It's a waste. I could have put labels or something right there. Almost through. I know some of them are upside down, but it's just the way I got them on. And then this last page, like this one was extra, and I didn't want to take and have just a whole bunch of white. So I took a couple things from one of the other pages, and like these, for instance, I made them bigger and put them here, and then I added some of the tickets that are somewhere else in here, and I think I changed the size and added them in there. So, you know, you can do that. You can fill up your pages by taking and cropping and all that kind of stuff. So you guys, huge kit, several journals worth. And the prices are great. If you haven't been over there to check them out yet, definitely do that. And again, I want to say thank you to Anton, and this is the name of his Etsy shop. And the coupon code is this for 50% off. And we'll see where we go from here. Just not quite sure yet. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, you guys, I decided to extend the video and show you, I've already prepped this one. I decided to do this one and this one. And if you're not familiar, if you haven't done a little golden book journal before, you know, this part right here is bendy. And so you have to do something about that in order for your spine to work correctly. Or I've seen where people fold the pictures instead, like they fold the page over to make it work. I don't want to do that. So what I do, and people do it differently, but what I do is I take and reinforce this space in between. So right in between here is a little gap. You can see there's a gap right inside here. I actually cut some chipboard in a really thin strip, and I fit it in between. I take this, when I take it all apart, this paper right here, I just cut it and I slip a piece in between there, and then I cover it with more like cardstock or whatever I can find, and it makes a really nice sturdy board. People do it in different ways, but that's the way I do it, and it works out for me. I'm going to show you on this one. I've never done one of these before. So it's a little golden book, but it's different, and I've not cut one apart before. And I thought maybe, because they're the originals are with staples. These ones are sewn. So let me get my X-Acto knife and see how this one comes apart. We'll figure it out together if that sounds good to you. And then, you know, any mistake we make, we can fix it. I might have to pause a few times to figure it out if we make a mistake, but there's almost nothing you can't fix. Okay, how about that? Okay, I had no idea. I didn't know what we were going to come to, but look at that. Okay, that's going to make it pretty easy, I think. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Oh, and it cuts it all the way through. Of course it does. So then I believe, I don't know if we have one signature or two. Looks like it's one. It is. It's one signature. They're perforated in the center, so that might be a problem. Because, you know, when we sew a signature in, that might not be very durable. So I might have to add paper here. That's not a big deal though, I can do that. Can you guys see the perforated lines? I'm sure you probably can. But that's okay, we'll work with it. Okay, so let's get these pages out of the way and look at this. So what I'm not wanting is this loose part right here. I want it to be firm the whole way because the pages go all the way in. And so I want, when I put it back together, I want my spine, which will be here and probably 2.5 inches or 2 inches, something like that. You know, basically this is going to be gone and this will be here. So this part here, I want it firm. So let's just go ahead and cut it. I'm going to cut it at its current spine. So it's been a couple of days since the first part of this video, and I've still been home, not really knowing what I can do at this point to help my mom out in any way. I've still been home here, not home at my mom's home. Okay, so here I'm not quite sure what to do because it's glued. I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is cut it. I can save this paper, but I don't want to cut. I want to keep this. Oh wait, it's coming. I think it's coming. It is really glued. Anyway, not really any new news for my mom, you know. Like I said, she's in the rehab facility, and I don't know at what point you guys are going to see this, because I'm feeling like I'm going to just get all the videos done and upload them in succession, you know, instead of 2 weeks in between. That's no fun for anybody. So, you know, it could be 3 weeks from now before you see this. I don't know. But she had a meeting with the people at the rehab place today, and they actually told her that it could be another 5 weeks because her progress is so slow. And so we're all hoping that that lights a fire under her, because she's very nervous. Everything they suggest to her, she's kind of afraid, you know, to do it. And so, you know, she's like, I can't be here for another 5 weeks. Well, you can. You very possibly can. So, yeah. Alrighty. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to go ahead and stop the video until I manage to get this apart. I might try a heat gun on it, and I don't want to do that with you. If I do, if this is what I end up doing, I'm just going to take it and go, you know, right here and loosen it slowly. I'll tell you if that's what worked or not. So we'll be back soon. Okay, you guys, I'm going to just show you what I ended up doing. The heat gun didn't do anything except for make my fingers really hot. So, and then I accidentally tore right in the center of the paper, and I don't want to mess this up. So I decided to just try the X-Acto knife up against the edge and hope to not cut all the way through. So once you get going, just very lightly go along the side of the chipboard that's inside the book there. Just don't push too hard. And then do it that way, because I want this paper, and I was ending up like destroying it. So that's not cool. But this works much faster than what I was doing. Okay, so now we have this really cute paper to work with as well. And I did want that. I wanted that. I wanted it a little bit more precise, but I did want it like that. Okay, so then on this side's pretty mangled up, but that's going to be covered with fabric whenever I get to covering the spine. So we want that flipped up like that. Okay, so then you can see right here, we're right next to the chipboard that the book is made out of. Okay, and that's what we wanted. So then on this one, same thing. I just hadn't done this yet. Here and here. Okay, so when I make books from scratch, I use chipboard to make the, you know, when I'm doing a journal from nothing, I don't have a book to work with, I use this chipboard that I get on Amazon, and it's 70 point. Okay. So then I cut it, you know, into the pieces, and I can do a book out of one 12 by 12. But then I end up with, you know, things like this, but I keep them. And so now I can use this to reinforce the book here. So let me show you what I'm planning to do. I want to extend it to be to about, you know, I don't have to, we want it to be within, the pages to be within the book cover, right? So we want to extend it. Yeah, that'll be good. So see how it's like not evenly cut? I'm thinking just to this smaller area. I mean, it's not like a precise thing. So I'm going to do half an inch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8 of an inch is what I'm going to cut this to. And they're just the right size because I've used them before, probably on, no, I'm not sure, but somehow is just the right size. Isn't that great? So I'm going to cut it 5/8 of an inch. Now, this isn't exactly easy. You can do it with scissors, or if you have a really heavy chipboard cutter, you can use that as well. I do have one, but I must admit it's really hard to use on a small piece of chipboard. A big piece is fine, but to put a small piece, there's nothing for me to hold on to. So I did this the other day, and I used those heavy duty Tim Holtz scissors, and it, it did it. It did it. So I'm just going to show you, and then I'm going to stop and finish cutting it on my own, because it takes a minute, because, it's not real easy to cut chipboard, but these heavy duty scissors make it, see, now it's like starting to not want to cut. So anyway, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to cut another one of these. So I'm going to have 2 of them, and then I'll be back. Okay, I've got everything cut out. So I cut these off, and this is what it does to them. So at this point, I'm just going to throw them away. It's not much left of a 12 by 12 piece of chipboard. So that's pretty good in my book. Okay, so the thickness isn't exact. Like if I push down here, I can still feel a little bit of a lip. So we're going to add a little bit more of a, I don't know, this is just something that I have. I think it was maybe from a notebook or something, the back page of a notebook, something like that. But you can double up your cardstock or something like that to get it to the thickness that you need it to be. So we're just going to, of course, my glue is dry. So anyway, my mom is looking at quite a bit more time in the rehab facility, unless she, overcomes the fear, which I understand. The fall has changed her life, and so the fear of it happening again makes sense. So, but they're telling her that she can do things and she's too afraid to do them, you know what I mean? So she has to kind of overcome that in order to, I guess, move beyond it. Okay, so I put it up against, you don't have to, I guess, but I did. And then now I'm gonna just put it down. On this piece of paper and butt it up to this other side. Let me get this off right here. There's just a little, no, I'll just use the other side. I could just use the other side. So we just want to get it in there and up against. Okay, and then I'm going to take, I didn't measure. Not much to cut off. So I just feel it, and it's a little higher, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. So I'm just going to, I'm going to fill in this little gap here so that glue goes down in that space. Making a little mess here. I don't have any paper towel in here with me. I have one that my lamp sits on because it rattles. It drives me crazy. But okay, and then I take another piece. This is just an offcut from a file folder. And then I am going to put that, a bigger piece, you know, to go over what we just added, and then it will connect it to the book. And then this will get covered. Whatever I use to cover the spine on the inside will cover this to the point where the decorative paper starts. And then there's a little overlap there. My measuring was maybe just a little off. This side isn't quite as, if at all. I mean, I'm not sure I need to cut any of it off. And then I'm going to take this and just, that's actually from the inside. Just glue this back down over it. Really wish I had remembered to bring a paper towel in here. Something. Now, I should have trimmed it off the side too before I glued that back down. I have gluey stuff on my scissors. Sorry about that. Okay, and I think this side is okay. So I've had a problem recently with watching reels on Facebook. I don't have TikTok, but from what I understand, it's basically the same thing. My daughter says it's TikTok for old people. I'm like, thanks. Thanks, sweetheart. I don't know if I said this in the last video, but she was just home for spring break. She was very sweet. She's grown up a lot over the last few months, you know, having to figure out things on her own and everything. So that was really nice to see that growth. Okay, so I don't want to you know, do any big twisting or anything like that, but it got rid of the bend that is here. And so we're going to do the same thing, a lot less talking because you've got the idea. I just figure I'll show you and add a little glue right here so that gets glued back down. You guys, we're having really, really pretty weather today. It's, what is today? Today is the 2nd of April. And, well, my phone said it was going to be 70. I'm not sure what it actually got to, but it sure is nice. I wish that, did I just do a bad thing? I did a bad thing. Oh no. Is there any glue there? Yeah, there's glue there. So yeah, it's really nice outside. I wish that that's what summer was like. I'm not into the 90, 95, which is, you know, typically what we get during the summer. I'm liking today a lot, but it's supposed to be back down in the 50s tomorrow. I don't think I cut this one down yet. I'm gonna make sure I get it plenty short enough. I ran to town to get myself some shampoo because I was close to out, and some soap for the shower and that sort of thing. And it was really, really nice to be out in the sun. In the car, I had to turn my AC on at one point because, you know, not that it's that hot, but when your car is closed up and it's in the sun, it feels pretty hot. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. I don't normally use a pen, but it's what's here, so that's okay. All right, almost done. And then I will probably put some heavy books on it and let it finish drying before, oh wait, I want to trim it first before I do any more. Well, I'm not going to work on the cover. I'm going to work on the pages after this. Go through and try and find some fun springy pages in my scrapbook pages. I'm going to try and actually leave some pages white. That's one of the things that I struggle a lot with, and it causes me to take way longer than is necessary, because when I see other people, especially when they've done little golden book journals and there are pages that have white, to me it looks bright and happy. It doesn't look out of place at all. So I don't know why I get so hung up on that. I have to clean the covers. I haven't done that yet, but there's time for that. Okay, we did it. I've got glue everywhere. I always tell myself, remember a paper towel. I never do. Sometimes I'll have one that'll be here and it's, you know, used days and days and days longer than it should because it's the only one I have, because I forget. All right, so there we go, you guys. Then this one's firm also, and the pages are now long enough. You see? Front and back, all ready to go. So, but like I said, I'm going to put a heavy book on these and let them dry, and get busy on pages for the journal. All right, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.